Okay. Hello again, everyone. I'm Nesbit. You're the People of Skyrim, and it's getting game. It's going to be a new game start. Oh, what the hell? What is go... Oh, hold on, folks. My PC's doing... Oh, Jesus Christ, man. What is going on? Why is it on that screen? That's bizarre. Let's just close that window. What's going on? Okay, let's just start again. Let's just start the game again. For some reason, it started on... I don't know, it's starting on my other screen. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Why did it do that? Is that just a one-off weird thing? Okay, this is better. All right. For some reason, the game started on the opposing screen, so let's get in game. All right. Okay, so we've loaded up Northern Roads and many other mods, folks. I'm now going to assess what's realistic and what isn't, okay, with the TPOS 2 mod pack, and we're going to go from there. Okay, I've also changed up, let's just start the game, okay, let's just start the game. So we don't have the music. Okay, I've started up the latency, or I've adjusted the latency in OBS, folks. So you should be in time, you know, with the stream, all right? I've sorted that out in some other OBS settings, so we'll test that. I've had a lot of new mods, and I've also cleaned some mods in Xedit. They needed cleaning. I'll talk to you about that. And we're going to test Northern Roads. I'll just do a quick character creation. Where's that complexion? Let's look a little bit younger and fresher, I guess. All right. Do I really want to be bothered to do any more than that? Not really, I guess. I just think I'm going to change his hair color. Let's see what we got here. I'll just go with my usual white, I think. Yeah, what the hell. Okay. We are
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin. Which inn are you a patron of?
Going to start at the end. Okay. At Rorikstead, because there's stuff I want to show you.
Even the lowest among us can rise to greatness.
Okay, we've got Lux loaded up with a luminosity, and it seems to work quite well. I haven't got any inns loaded up yet, folks.
Welcome.
But we have got a lot of mods loaded in. Okay. So we'll check these out. Now, let's just save, because I need to do some menu changes in a sec. Let's just run down to what am I thinking about? What I'm thinking about is just showing you my download history of the mods that I've just loaded up, so you get some idea what we'll be looking at today. I've loaded up the realistic horses. We'll see how that pans out with Fluffy Works, because I think I've got Fluffy Works meshes loaded in. We got some Ryan's mods loaded up now, not his houses. There was a weird error in Vortex, so I got rid of that. But we got his shrines and his dragon mounds, Golden Glow, and so on. We haven't got Snowy FM. We got Nordic Ruins. We have Northern Roads, of course. I just updated that, the Farmer mod. I have reloaded some JKs, and I'll tell you why later. We've got Legacy of the Dragonborn, all right, and we've got the Great Town series, Oakwood, Latterdale, and all these other mods. Immersive Patrols is not compatible, okay? Loot will tell you so. So that's just some of the mods that we've got loaded up. Let's go back in game. Okay. So that's some of the mods we got loaded up. You just saw there from the Nexus download site. Now, the primary test now is checking Northern Roads, Legacy of the Dragonborn, and all these new authors mods that I put into the game. I've cleaned up a couple of files because a couple of files had dirty edits in them. All right. Now this is this mod here that you see, all these stones, is a TPOS 2 mod which I removed a long time ago, and I thought I'd re-explore it and see what issues there are with it, if anything. Now it's going to be interesting, I guess, the frames. Now what I'm going to be doing now, folks, because I've got almost all the towns and cities sorted out, all right, and other wild locations as well. So now I'm going to have the frames on, because like here there's a big frames drop, because now I'm going to do all the patching. I'm going to do some testing, and I'm going to do all the patching that's going to be required to stitch all this together. All right.
How can I help, brother?
We might see a crash or two, because Northern Roads is massive, and I don't know how it's going to fit in with TPOS 2AE. But so far, it looks quite nice, actually. I mean, the coloration of the road. I've got some upgraded 4K textures for Northern Roads, all right. But what you're seeing here, all these stones, this is based on lore. This is based on old Skyrim lore when I built this mod, and I took it down, and I haven't really used it, but I thought I'd give it a go and update it, because I thought it was quite nice at the end of the day. A simple overhaul of Rorikstead, and in terms of lore as well. We're gonna go now. I'm thinking about where we want to go, because we've got to check out Amber Mill. I just want to get some armor, folks, and then I've got to do. Cool, there's a big drop round here. It could be a clash with Northern Roads, and that's a good point. I haven't. There's some things I haven't checked out with Northern Roads and TPOSC yet. So, like I say, there might be a lot of nav mesh work. It might just be too much. There might be too many conflicts for it to work successfully. But I said I'd give it a go, so we'll give it a go. But otherwise, I've also edited the EMB preset Setting Suns, and I've made some fine-tuning in that for the TPOS 2 pack. We are obviously going to see a lot of frames instability, I think, and I'm going to assess how much patching is needed. Let's just spawn this TPOSC Civil War spawn, and because I want to pick up some armor in that, and then I can do my menu. Just make some changes for my menu. I just want that guy there, because he's got everything I need all in one go.
If you know it. True sons and daughters of Skyrim. Yep.
And hopefully, like I said, you are just about keeping up with me in terms of the stream now, because in my OBS settings I changed my latency up and practiced with that yesterday when I had a bit of time, just so you won't be so far behind in the stream. So
I'm going to find whoever Stormcloak wants to see them.
okay, so you got the Imperials over there. Okay, let's just get myself sorted out now. I'm going to drop that. Okay.
Oh. What happened?
Now, I just need to make some changes to the menus, alright? Bear with me, folks, just some things I need to do. What I did was I stuck Northern Roads as well below TPOS 2. I'm hoping that he doesn't touch the nav mesh a great deal, because as long as he hasn't fucked around with a lot of the nav mesh, like I say, if it's just textures and placements and he's using collisions or whatever, it may not be too much work, but we'll see. We'll see how this is going to pan out. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I need to do that. What else do I need to do? Right now, I just need to do... I should do this as well. The violins. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Ah. Okay. And then just finally that and on. Okay, that should do. For now, we'll deal with Sunhelm in a minute. Right, let's just check Dindu-Lods loaded up, alright? Just because I've literally been so busy this morning, folks, and I've just loaded everything in and all these extra mods. Now I'm doing like I say, a blind test. I've got no idea what we're going to come across, but it's going to be interesting for sure, I think, especially with Northern Roads. Okay, that's a checklist. And settings, let's just make sure there's no warnings or anything. Leave storm lighting for now. Okay, that will do for now, so I don't bore you too much.
Or die well.
So yeah, still very, very early stages of this mod pack. Now, let me show you some of the lightings. I've loaded up Lux. From what I can tell, it's going to be alright with the luminosity, because the luminosity doesn't change or remove any light bulbs. It just alters the core temperature, if you like, of the files, the texture files, I think, stuff like that. So what I've read, if I've read it right, a luminosity is fine, but it does make the ins with Lux look okay. Now, this has got no Lux influencers, because it's a TPOS 2 in, and it hasn't been edited, but we'll go to it in a minute. But there's just so much to show you today, folks, all right? There's just so much to get through in the next few days, really. Oh, shit. Oh, I don't have to worry too much, because the Sunhelm mod hasn't been enabled yet, because I haven't slept. Now, I think I should save very frequently. I've got to look now how the road textures pan out with 22x and my E&B settings. Where's the road? Ah, it's here. I'm looking for any distortion, but so far, actually, it looks alright. So I've got to keep an eye on that as well, folks. What's this? What's this here? Who's this? What's this? Oh, of course. All right. Okay. Hello, Nat. All right. Nice to see you. Okay. Like I say, I've got a lot of new mods added in, folks. So we're going to find... You'll recognise them, I'm sure. A lot of these, like Ryan's Standing Stones and all the rest of it, we're going to come into those. I'm going to see how if they clash or not with TPOS 2 Ruins of the Tundra. So there's so much to check. If you notice anything, or if you see, and you can call out the mods as you see them if you know them. That'd be good as well. This NPC's pathing nicely, so that's nice to see. All right. So I'm going to check my ruins here now with this Ryan's Standing Stones, see if there's any anomalies. Jack, we'll have a look, Jack. We're going to work hard. Very nice to see you. Thanks so much, Jack, for all you do. I appreciate you very much, mate. You're a good man. My missus sends her deepest respects as well. That's her exact words, all right? She just wanted to say thank you to you for what you've done recently. And Nat, I want to say thank you to you for being around and commenting and being part of these streams, all right? Yeah, it is Northern Roads, look. I'm live low. Okay, right, so what's all this here? Is this Northern Roads? All this here, I take it, yeah? I take it is. Let's just check my ruins. I am going to TFC because I want to get an aerial view now, folks, of what we're looking at. Does he add anything there? No. So Northern Roads is just primarily the roads then, folks, I take it, yeah? Or pretty much the roads. Because so far so good. Half Moon Mill we got to check. We are getting some terrible frames per second here. And I reckon that's nav mesh crossovers and things like that. But look, the NPCs are pathing, so that's a good start.
Imperial business.
Oh, I live... Oh, okay, right. I misread. Okay, so it looks like you're just a few seconds behind me, folks. So that's pretty good with latency. Okay, Jack, right, let's check them out, hey? Now, as you can see here... Okay, good stuff. Look at this, folks. Look at this. You know this mod. What's his name? I can't pronounce the author's name. But let's see how that pans out. I've got all the patches loaded in. Now, I'm going to have to talk about immersive citizens. And I'm going to have to talk about interesting NPCs. And I'm going to have to talk about... Oh, hold on. That's my guy. He's just pathed back. Oh, no, that's his mercenary. That's all right, then. Okay. I'm just watching for so many things now. I've got to watch for pathing, folks. Textures, landscape splits. It's going to be a mental stream for me. But we're going to talk about, just briefly, where we're gently looking at this and exploring this thing. This is nice. Do you see the difference in coloration of the E&B Set and Suns preset, folks? There are some subtle differences, but there's also some big changes as well. So interesting NPCs, right, and immersive citizens, but I was actually not looking at immersive citizens. I was looking at the AI mod. Okay, let me just show you I'm just going to quickly show you the mods I've loaded in, folks, again, all right? We've got realistic breeds. We'll see how that pans out with Fluffy Works, all right? Because I don't know how that's going to pan out with Fluffy Works. Forget Ryan's houses. I had a weird warning with the installer, so I foregoed those. But I've got Ryan's shrines, standing stones. I got Northern Ruins, so I didn't upload the Ryan's the vanilla location. It's part of the main quest. It's gone from my head. So we're using that. We're not using that at the moment, and there's reasons I'm not using that right now. I've got to check some stuff out. So we've got Northern Roads, updated that. Okay. I have reloaded some of JK's, and I'll tell you why in a minute. We got the Great City of Dawns. No, we didn't. I didn't do that. Yes, I did do that. I have done that. We've got the Great City of Dawnstar, Oakwood, Latterdale, Granite Hill. It's by this guy. No. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm not even going to butcher that. If someone can do it phonetically for me, I'd appreciate it. You know, in the chat box there. So we got that guy's stuff. All right, we haven't got Nordic Snow. Immersive Patrols actually has a warning in loot. The light version is not compatible with TPOS, and I take it the author has put that out there. So watch out for Immersive Patrols. I don't know about the other versions of it, the full whatever, but I tried loading the light and there was a loot warning. So we go back in game now, all right? So I hope that helps, Nut. Now, what I was saying about, folks, I'm just going to turn down the music a minute. It's a bit loud in my head. Now, with the AI overhaul and with immersive NPCs, I checked all the patches in various patches out there, and you know, if you're using all these different settlements, especially northern cities of the north, there's some patches for cities of the north, but not for all of them. There isn't a patch for Folk Reef, I've noticed. So what I'm saying is I would like to use these AI patches. I'd like to use the AI mod. It's like Immersive Citizens. And I'd like to use interesting NPCs. But I haven't found enough patches that can cope with all the conflicts. There's no way. All right, it's going to happen. So those are probably two mods I'm not going to put in unless a miracle happens. And I'm certainly not going to patch for it. If people want to add those mods in on top of this mod pack when it comes out, that's up to them, all right? But they will have anomalies in places because there's no way there's enough patches for everything that's changed with all these world exterior mods that are changing towns and cities. You know, there's just, you know, not every author, like I say, whether it's Soldier of War or JP Steel, there aren't enough concurrent patches for you know, for the AI mod or for interesting NPCs. Okay, it's not going to happen. Okay, so not from what I can see. If you know better, you let me know. All right.
Staying safe.
Is that like some tire track marks from a cart? That is interesting if it is. But so far the textures look good. Now I'm really torn about which way we go here. The NPCs seem to be pathing well. So I think from what I've seen so far... Oh no, perhaps not. Look, unless that's a collision. So what I see so far, I think I'll keep Northern Roads at the bottom of the load order, depending what happens. And then I'll just patch for TPOS 2 or remove cells where TPOS 2 and Northern Roads clashes, where I've got no... Oh, let's just cheat, folks, so I can get around faster. Alright? I want to get around with a lot of stamina and all the rest of it. We won't worry about activating Sunhelm today, alright? Because I need to see what's what. But the lighting for the sconces and the braziers is very different. The Setting Sun's E&B preset may look the same, but it's not. I've made quite a few little touches and very slight alterations for this TPOS2 mod pack, and I think it's looking really good. I'm getting quite excited with this project at the moment, folks. Oh, Jack, you should check. I've got them, Jack. Oh, hold on. Is that the sorry? Is that one you're saying? Is that the combination with the author's work with that, or is that a separate one again? Okay, I'll check that out as well. I'll take note and I'll look for other patches as well. As I said, this is early stage. Am I going the right way? This is early stages, folks. We've got a hell of a lot of work to do. Putting it mildly, okay? There's a hell of a lot of work to do if I do run this Northern Roads. As long as there's nothing obscene in this stream, then I'll go for it. So far, it's looking really good. But you see, TPOS 2 is so light. So I put Northern Roads after TPOS 2. It should be good. Actually, let me... oh, no, we'll do that later. I'll show you the load order later. We'll do that a bit later on down the line. And I haven't patched for anything yet. Because I want to see where there are crashes, where there are errors, where there are... Do you know what I mean? I just want to play for a while and get to know what it is I'm running. And then I'll start the patching process. I've looked in Xedit. I know where the potential pitfalls are going to be. We are going to improve these frames. These frames will go up with patchwork, folks, all right? Oh, this is brilliant. Now, if you're at work or anything, let me just tell you now. Okay, I'll look at it. I've just loaded in the main official patches, Jack, for Northern Roads. Let me just show you so we're on the same... Let me just bring up my... Vortex. Let me just show you what got loaded in so far for Northern Roads, folks. Okay. So we got the collection patch, which is by JP and others as well. Okay. Oh, that's a different person. All right. So we got a different person. I think I saw it, but I didn't have time to investigate it because when I typed it in Northern Roads, I saw it there. Here we go, look. No, what am I doing? Okay, alright, Jack. Oh, what am I doing? Come on, Nesbit, fuck's sake. Northern... Oh, my brain's soft as fuck. Oh, I just put... Hold on, it'll come up. Here we go. It'll do it for me. My brain's soft as fuck, folks. I'll tell you. I've been up since... because our son's had some issues, right? I've been up since about 5:30, 6. And I've been working hard all morning, and my brain's gone soft already. Cheers, thank you, Jack. Well, mate. So yeah, let's come down. I think I saw it when I was looking at the Northern Roads collections. There we go. Yeah, I did see it, and I'll add that later, mate. All right, I'll add that later. I knew what you meant. I was aware of it, but I got the basic patches in, and I've done because before I do all this, I just want to see the author's official stuff. We'll add this in a bit. So yeah, I'll look into that later, alright? Right, so let's get back in game then. Let's just, I don't need that up, so let's get back in game. Thanks for the likes, folks, and hit that likes button back in that. Yeah. Hit the like button. Let me just say, if you're at work, I've got JP Boss's Giants, alright? I like it. I think it's a really immersive. Let's watch how they path now. This is a good sign. Will they bounce into these things? Nope, they're moving by those stones very nicely by the looks of it. So I reckon he's using collisions here. And, oh god, we had a... Oh, look at the frames. Look at the frame. Jesus, man. What's going on here? Oh, whoa, man. That was insane. That's a major pull there. Is it going to do it again? Or was that something at my back? You see, I don't know what happened there, folks, because it's not happening now. So it could have been, well, because I just literally reopened the gaming screen. It could have been something on the PC running. So, again, I'm going to have to check all this locally. I'll try to calm down, folks. I'm a bit pumped at the moment. I'm really pumped. I get like this at the start of a new project. And then when I get to the end of the project, I have a big, like, when I finished TPOS, I had a big drop of depression. It does, honestly, mate, people, believe me, this is really addictive shit, man, I'll tell you. You get into a project and it really gets you excited, you know, and you really get into it. And that's, again, a weakness of character, if you like, because that's my addictive personality, you know. It's not a bad thing, you know. I'm an all or nothing sort of guy. But over the years, you know, you learn to control that sort of mentality. But yeah, but I really love, when I experience new things like this, you know, you're doing new projects, they're really exciting. So yeah, there's those two giants, that's good. I won't go to the front of the girl there, but she's a big girl, to say the least. Let's carry on down the road, right? Thanks for the likes, folks. So yeah, really excited. I just hope now Dindu Lod 3 really gets their grass lod out for the distance lods, because you've got all this lovely grass. Oh, and another thing, I have up, you know, and I've got no distance lods for grass for AE. You can have grass lods for SSC, but it's not for AE yet. So far, the NPC seem to be pathing okay. That's a very good sign. There's no one standing around. There's nothing out of place. We are getting a big drop in frames, though. But that is all comes down to a little bit like with Lux. It was just a case, folks, of bringing the cells together between the mods. Yeah, no. I think people passion, you know, it's good as well. It's not a bad thing. That I don't think that obsessive, because for real artists, you know, or music, I like the guitar and I like to write and write my own music, play the guitar, and you need that passion. It's that about that fire within, you know. It's that creative force. But of course, you know, that's why, you know, you can have such a discipline with it, because when I was a younger man, I obviously didn't have always control over my impulses and my passions and my desires, and we all know as men and women what that's like. You know, it can be destructive, you know. So yeah, but it's not a bad thing. It just needs discipline. There's one of my road walkers. He's off to Rorikstead. Oh, and if you go back to the beginning of the stream, folks, you'll see one of my old mods that I haven't, that isn't out, that I've just reloaded, and it's a stone. You know, got old ruin and old stones all around it, so you can see that at your leisure. Now let's watch the frames. Now we've got many different mods. All right, it's so exciting. We got JK's White Rum. We're going to go to. We got a couple of my mods loaded up with TPOS, but oh, hold on, let me just show you down here, because I've got another mod down here by the author that I can't pronounce, but you'll know the author. I've shown you twice now in the from my Nexus download mods, his stuff, you know it. We got his stuff all over the place. We'll just check the NPCs here. The guard seems to be pathing. All right, this is blended roads, clashing with northern roads, I think. Okay, so okay, this is really blended roads with Pfuscher's 22x extra mud textures. So I can easily fix all this up in my all-in-one patch, folks, you see. So this is just going to be easy, as long as it's just little things like this. Because if you remember from my TPOS work, I had an all-in-one patch that bound all these mods together, that fixed up any small nav mesh issues, that fixed everything up. And I had, by the time I'd finished, after a year of doing that, there was 60 frames pretty much all across Skyrim. All right, so, and that's really good, you know, with all these textures and everything that I'm running. All right, and I thought that was really good. I think TPOS mod pack, I'm really, you know, now that my low has gone from that depression of work, moving away from it at the ending of my work, and I'm looking back on it now after a few weeks. So I'm really pleased with that work because it's a bloody good mod pack. Hello, NATO. Really nice to see you. Thanks for your comments and your likes, everyone. All right. Yeah, it will work out, NATO, because there's nothing major here. It's just a lot of stuff to do, you know. But again, like I say, if you notice anything, folks, give me your input. If you want to see anything, give me your input. Because TPOS is a no compromise mod. I pretty much did what I wanted with that. I did do some things for people, of course, like making the mod pack for it. But if you want to see stuff in TPOS 2, and if I can do it, if it's technically possible, I'll do it. You know, I'm not opposed to any of your suggestions, all right? So, but do it early. Give me your suggestions early, because I won't be changing things up once I get into all the patches and everything, all right? So if you've got any suggestions for mods or stuff you want to see. Now, JK's Whiterun. Let's check out the frame. Let me know what you want, all right? I mean, it's JK's Whiterun. I'm going to say it, folks. Like his Windhelm exterior mod, he's got lots of his own little touches, his own unique style, of course, but it reminds me so much in many ways of my Whiterun exterior mod, just in the way he spread it out and the placement. And I think that's probably more from a technical issue as well, because once you start learning about Skyrim, this I really like. This is a lovely little touch. But again, he's taken, I guess mod authors do feed off each other, but I don't. I try not to use other people's ideas. This is very much, you know, again, I know he's been inspired by Lux Via here. I bet you this is a Lux, not just Lux Via, but Ryan's stuff as well. You know, or is that Northern Roads, actually? Is that Northern Roads? Actually, take that back. That might be Northern Roads. But regardless, it's inspired by Lux and by other authors' work. I can feel it, you know? In my opinion, I think it is anyway. Okay, let's go to Windhelm quickly. Oh, let's check out the horses. Okay, yeah. Okay, those, right, okay. So Fluffy works, I guess, because it's a mesh... a mesh mod hasn't allowed kitties all right, I'll have to look into that, but we didn't have any crashes, so that's good. It is okay, NATO, right. Let's just go into Windhelm, because I have used some of JK's stuff again. I haven't got the Bannered Mare loaded up because that clashed with Way of the Nords, and I have loaded up the Way of the Nords because I like it. I looked at other mods, and really I like Way of the Nords, folks, and I'm going to give myself this one. You can change this up so easily because it's the Way of the Nords is just statics, all right? But I have got I have loaded up all of other JK's interior Whiterun mods except the Bannered Mare. Check this out, folks. This is just Lux and Luminosity. And the E&B preset Setting Suns. And you're about 45 seconds behind me in the stream.
I'll be happy to assist you if you'd like to purchase something.
So that's looking quite good. Okay, we'll leave Whiterun there. I think it is not. Sorry, I'm eating a grape. Just freshens my throat up in a minute. I think it looks lovely. It's really nice. And again, you know, that's why I love doing what I'm doing. Even after 10 years later, you know. And again, I'm only doing it because of everyone that's supported the project over the years. Which I'm grateful for. Because, you know, I don't have many options with my... the way my personal life is, and you know, the obligations we have to our son, and you know, so there's not a lot more. My own health issues as well, so you might have all noticed that actually. You know, coughing in stream and stuff. You know, I've Yeah, when I talk about my passion, folks, that's exactly what I mean. You know, I learned the hard way with my passion. You try not to make. I hope you don't make the mistakes that I did. Again, because again, I got a fire. I'm a redhead as well, and so maybe, as some people say, that has reflected back to me. Maybe the fire sometimes burns a bit too bright for your own good, which I thought was a very nice compliment in a way. You know, I thought that was a very intelligent and observation and a nice compliment, but also a warning too. So yeah. Life is certainly interesting. We don't look. You all know JK's exterior outskirts, so I'm not going to go there because there's some important checks I want to do. Again, we are getting a big drop of. Actually, I just thought let's. I'll tell you what. Let's go up to Helgen. What time is it? We got plenty of time. I'm not going to rush. Let's just check out Whiterun. Let's do every little area properly, all right? And I'll try to keep my shit together. There's just so much I want to check and explore today, and so much I want to talk to you about. But let's just go bit by bit. I've just got to slow down a bit. Let's check every area, see if we get any anomalies. We will go up to Riverwood, because I think Northern Roads might clash with Riverwood, because I've got Riverwood Grove loaded up. Now this is different. What's going on here? This is JK's. This is JK's and the Northern Roads. Is this patch for? Is this a patch? Is this or is this a clash? Oh, it looks okay. It looks to fit in. I did load up the patches, so maybe that's why. That looks okay to me. If you know anything different, let me know, folks. But that looks alright. I don't see any clipping or anything out of place there, so I presume that's all right. But again, look at the light. Take notice of the lighting, folks.
Someone stole your
I think the E&B preset Setting Suns looks really good with this setup and the adjustment that I made. So there will be a new release of Setting Suns. I'm going to add the Setting Suns E&B preset to the TPOS 2 installer. So it will all be in one installer, folks. Not like TPOS-C. When I put out this mod pack, there'll be an all-in-one installer with all the patches and E&B preset all in the one installer. So it'll be really even easier for people to use. Right. Now here's my market, of course. Now let's just TFC. No, let's just save, because like I say, we are getting a big hit on the frames, all right? So, and again, just remember, folks, I'm not running any patchwork at the moment. As you can see, there's the Edda Tower there, and there's that other mod, another mod there. JK's Whiterun that runs to the walls here. Okay. Exterior. So this is going to need a patch, folks. I can tell you. I know that there's going to be nav mesh work needed to bring all this together. So let's just go on up to Riverwood now, all right? See if there's any clashes with Northern Roads on the way. So far, the roads look great. No landscapes, no anomalies, nothing obviously out of place. And we'll have a little sleep at Riverwood because it's getting dark. And again, thanks for the likes, folks. Thanks for the views. Thanks for staying with me. Okay. Just check down by the river. But I know the main issues will be probably around the roads and bridges. We got to go to Half Moon Mill as well, folks. There's a little discrepancy by this bridge I just saw by the guard movement. So there is going to be a fair bit of patchwork, I think. But I don't think it's going to be too extensive. There, look. Definitely patchwork required, folks. For Northern Roads, JK's, TPOS-C. So we're heading to Riverwood Grove then. We'll see if there's any conflicts with my mod Riverwood Grove. But not too bad with JK's and Northern Roads. I can easily correct all those. Now we're going to have a lovely sunset. Look at that. That's the E&B setting suns preset. And like I say, I've edited it for this mod pack. It's going to be completely different in terms of many aspects compared to TPOS. The sunrises and sunsets will be similar. But I'm also, look at that, look at the way that light cuts through. What am I saying? I'm also using the picture meshes for the skyline, which I didn't use. I didn't use for the TPOS mod pack. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, this mod pack build, I think, folks. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so far, so good for Northern Roads. We might just make it, I think. I think it might end well at the end of the day. Oh, I just realised what... are you still there, Nato? I realised what you were playing on. I can be dumb so far. Sometimes. I just realised your comment, Nato. You were playing on the title of the game, of the stream. I'd be a little bit slow sometimes with comments, folks, when I'm in stream. I'm concentrating on so many different things. I don't always pick up on your humour or subtleties, you know. I'm just quickly glancing at the comments and focused on, you know, looking for any anomalies, anything that's out of place, checking performance. Sometimes your comments do go over my head. I apologise for that, but again, you know, I'm not just playing this game. I'm modding this game, correcting it, you know. It's a bit different than if you're watching, you know, someone who's just playing the game, you know. So you have to forgive me for that sort of stuff. If I miss something you're saying, or if I don't quite twig to what you're saying, alright? Okay, alright. Now, I could really do with some light round here. So far it looks good. Let's just... What's that going on here? Is there a discrepancy? There is. Okay, okay. He's got different road textures here. My bridge needs to come down. Look, can you see? Can you see? I know it's not very bright, but look. I'm going to have to... So there is... Look, he's got... What's going on here? Oh, he's got his own bridge. Okay, so... Okay, right. So, yeah, he's got his own bridge. We've got this very subtle little Riverwood Grove bridge, which is being disturbed by Northern Roads bridge. So I'm going to be honest. I favour my Riverwood Grove bridge. And I'll show you why I think I'm going to prefer it. Let's just go through to some light. Depending on technical, depending on the style of Northern Roads bridge, will depend on what I take away here, what I patch, how I patch. Let's just bring some light in. It's just TFC. Okay, alright. Alright, so he's got a wood light bridge. Right, so, because I favour my bridge definitely over that. I think I'll take away Northern Roads bridge there and keep my nav mesh. Trouble is, he's below. He's probably not. No, he hasn't. I reckon from what I can see, he hasn't changed. Has he? I think he's tried to line that up with the vanilla nav mesh. I might be wrong, because I know I built something different for my single bridge files. There might be a little... I think he might have left the nav mesh there vanilla style, which might save... So what I'll do is I'll put Riverwood Grove below Northern Roads. That's a good thing about a modular. These are all my TPOS 2 mods. There's a TPOS 2 main file, and then you've got the modular add-ons, and Riverwood Grove is a modular add-on. So I can place it below Northern Roads, which keeps my nav mesh intact, and just then remove his statics. So that's what I think I'll do. And I'm sorry, I'm just talking technical now, folks, as I think about the build and the patching. I might as well share what my thoughts are with you, and then if you don't know a great deal, maybe I can share something that might be useful for you or might help you down the line, stuff like that, you know. And you get to understand, you know, how my mind works, what I'm doing as an author, and understand the processes of the build. I think that's always useful. As I've done these streams more and more, I've come to like the idea of the mod packs more and more, and I'm no longer upset with Nexus stopping me deleting my files so they can run the mod pack service, because I think it has a really useful play. I know it's annoying for mod authors because their work is their own. I appreciate it. Mod authors' work, it has an intellectual value in law. It's their property. It's their creation. It's their right. They have a right to do anything they want with their mod. If they don't want someone, if they want the ability to delete it, that's their right. But in saying that, I was going to try Miss Jenny B's work. I thought it'd be really nice to use some of hers. But she's deleted her work and moved it to Arthmore's forum. And that pissed me off, to be honest with you. But that's her right. But it pissed me off. So I'm not going to Arthmore's forum to download it. And the reason I'm not doing that, because I sort of thought about it. And I think I've said this before. If you're going to have morals. Either do or don't. At least Miss Jenny B had morals. She took away all her files and removed them to another server. She didn't leave any of her files up, so she got her donation points. So she's moral. She was a moralist. She's a moralist, She said, no, fuck Nexus. I want to be able to delete my mods. And she removed them all, and good on her, so I respect that. Annoyed me because I couldn't download them. I had to go to Arthmore's. But Arthmore made the same argument, but left all his massive mods up, so he got all those donation points from Nexus. So he's not that proud, is he, or moralistic? And I don't normally talk about authors, but I just think, I'm just talking about morals. If you have morals, you have morals. Like Miss Jenny B, take them all down, So that's why I sort of refuse. I'm not going to go over there, because it just aggravates me a little bit, that does. Because that's why we live in the world we do, because, and I understand we've got to live. I understand Arthmore's got to live like I tried to live, I know life isn't black or white, but I just think if you're going to make a moral stance, make a moral stance, Just don't make a part one. And that's why, I thought I'd bring that up, because I wanted to use Miss Jenny B's, and she took them all down, which is her right. Absolutely her right. And I do understand at one level. But as I've used this mod packs, and as I've created these mod packs, I really see the benefit for users. I think the mod packs are a really good idea. And if that means I can't delete my mods, then I can live with that, because they are only mods at the end of the day. Okay, right. And for the sake of community, and why not, Because I think they really do help. And I think they have a place in the world, in this gaming community, Okay, so as I said, I have loaded up more grass in my settings for my own choices, but I think Northern Roads has more grass here as well. So by putting Riverwood Grove below Northern Roads, that'll help that. But so that ain't too bad, folks. That's quite good. So I think what we'll do now, after that little chat, let's oh, I know where I want to go. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because we are in game and we are testing. I'm just going to go to the Half Moon Mill, alright? Let's see what's going on at the Half Moon Mill here. And then we're going to run. Alright, okay, Nata. Okay, Nata, remind me, I can't remember what you're on. Are you on PC? Or are you on Xbox? Or did you say both? I can't remember. Oh, look at this. Oh, no, that is a nice little touch. That is nice, because you would have back in the day. Ah, brilliant. Well, it will be all patched for you, NATO, all right? I think it's going to be all right. I hope. I hope, because like I say, there's many different ways of dealing with this little problem that can save me a lot of work that I couldn't do. What I'm saying is TPOS 2 is such a different build from the People of Skyrim Complete. I can actually go into TPOS 2 and remove cells that I no longer use, which are, because there's still cells that are in that file that aren't required. So I can patch, I can put mods in different load order positions. There's many ways I can deal with this, But this is really nice, folks. This is what I wanted to see, because I heard about this area. This is a nice touch. I love the idea of carriages just running through a little forge. That's a very nice immersive touch. Again, we are getting performance. Nav mesh will need work. So now we've done that, I am now just going to bounce around a bit. Let's now go to... Let's fast travel. Oh, hold on, no. There's one more thing I want to check, folks, along this road. Bear with me. I'm just remembering what it is I want to do. Okay, I'm going to save. Because that is a massive frames drop there. Massive. There's serious conflict there at Half Moon. But it's all landscape is all brilliant. Again, I'm running a lot more grass. And you were literally just a few seconds behind me in the stream. So that's really nice. That's good. So I can see your comments, you know, in timing with what I'm saying. So that's good. I'm still getting my head around OBS settings, folks. Can you believe it? I'm a bit slow, me, at times. Well, it's not that. I've just got so much work to do, you know. I've got so much to keep on top of all the time. It's hard sometimes to find... Oh, look at this. Look at this. Northern Roads. Look at this. Like that. Yeah, all right. Well done, JP Steel. Oh, and this cuts off into... Okay. So, well done, JP. Good stuff. I like that. I do miss my... border holds, but I can't run that with this, of course. So I'm just going to have to... Oh, I've sucked that up. I got a funny feeling the phone's ringing this end, folks. Got a funny feeling my son's about to come home. He won't be home for another 40 minutes because my missus got to go and pick him up. But poor little sod's having such a hard time at the moment, my boy. Okay, here we go, Jack. Yeah. Here we go, Jack. I loaded in Oakwood, so you can let me know if you see any anomalies, Jack, all right? I'll obviously look them at. My eyes will tell me my know-how, but again, it's loaded after TPOS 2 AE, folks. Python, Black... Dear me, I didn't think I was ever going to see you again, Python. Hello. How are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Okay, everything seems to be... Again, because the mod is loaded below TPOS 2, the nav mesh should work fine. There might be some cells crossing over that need editing. But so far, folks, we've had no crashes, touch wood. Alright? There's been no crashes. There's nothing... Oh, imp! There's nothing majorly out of order. Let's have some battles. And everything's looking pretty damn good. I shouldn't tempt fate, really, I know. Okay, so we've got TPOS 2 AE. Everything okay? Okay, so I just need to just check up the stairs to the trader. Okay, will do, Jack. See, that's good as well when you're just a few seconds behind me. I thought you had a shit on with me, Python. I thought you... Because one of our streams, you just seemed agitated. I just thought I pissed you off for something. I'm glad to see you again, mate. You know, I just thought you were a bit pissed off with me, that's all. Okay, so the trader. Okay, up round here, Jack, yeah? So, yeah, you're literally not far behind me, folks. Just a few seconds, all right? Maybe about 10 seconds, maybe. House of... Yeah, so, yeah, Python, nice to see you. Glad you're all right. And I haven't seen Zeus for ages either. So, yeah, I just thought you both had a shit on with me, that's all. Thought maybe I said something that upset someone. Okay.
Someone do something.
I'll just go back up these. Let's have a look down here. Trader. So yeah, but if everything's okay, that's good. If Python, that's good. Hope you're still there, mate. Okay, there's a blacksmith. What am I looking for? Oh, right, okay, mate. I'm sorry to hear that. I haven't been too great myself, mate. I had a month where I was really rough. And I'm really starting to get over it now. Okay, Jack, I remember you saying that. Now, I've got it below TPOS 2. That's why I loaded it below TPOS 2. Let's just get to the... there's the blacksmith. What's this here? Let's just have a quick scan, then. It should be all okay, Jack. I'll tell you why. Because when I edited TPOS 2, I removed everything for Arthmore's Oakwood. So we shouldn't see any anomalies in the landscape at all. But we'll go all the way around, look. So I hope you've are fully recovered, Highlander. Python, sorry. Yeah, you look after yourself, mate. I'm glad to see you back, mate. I really do. For lots of reasons. One, because you get used to people over the time. And two, you know, you are such a good interactive individual on my streams, you know. Sometimes, you know, you lot are, you know, good fun to do a stream with. I can't see anything, Jack, just to let you know, so it looks good. There is some performance issues, but this can be all patched out. So, yeah, it's good to be able to talk to people. Lemonade Drinker was back yesterday. But again, sometimes when I'm really busy in the stream, sometimes I get a bit flustered and stressed out trying to answer all your questions and that. But hey, that's okay. That's all part of the course. And I'd rather do that than have me thumb up my own ass talking to myself, folks. So, you know, it's nice when people are here. And, you know, wherever you are, you've been ill or whatever, I hope you all recover soon, you know. And if you're financially struggling, I hope that changes for you soon as well, folks. There's nothing worse than to always be struggling in life, all right? I know, believe me. But again, I don't blame anyone per se. I've met some real assholes in my time, but like I say, my passion was my downfall in life, pretty much. And also, having that sort of warrior spirit. So, I didn't always choose my battles wisely, let's put it that way. But as you get older, you learn these things, you know. Now, NATO. Personally, I do NATO. I like them as well, mate. But there's so much grass here, folks. I might need to turn... This must be Northern Roads. Ah! Right, so I'm going to put my grass mod... I'm going to try placing my grass mod after Northern Roads, folks. And I'll try to... And actually shouldn't have to, but... I should just be able to edit my NIR. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Ah, dear. I should only have to adjust my INI settings for my grass in INI. You know what I mean. Adjust the grass values is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm waffling. I'm just going to have a little break and just have a sip of my drink, folks, and take a breath. Now, I've got Ryan standing... Stones loaded in, I thought. Is all in one. So what's going on here? I'll check it out, Python. Like I say, if you see anything, folks, that's out of the ordinary and I miss it, let me know. I would appreciate it, because like I say, there's so much at this present moment in time I've got to be aware of and I'm checking out. So if you think you see an anomaly, just type it in. And I can, because what I do is, when I finish my streams, people, is I always come back and look at your comments and assess things and see if I've missed something or... So, yeah. Yeah, if you think you see something, let me know, folks, all right? And if I miss your comment, don't worry about it, because I will see it later. Okay, right. Okay. And again, folks, just before... I'm going to take a breath and I'm just going to slow down a minute, all right? Because Dave! Oh, yeah. Hey, oh, hello again. Oh, it's nice to see everyone. Oh, I feel quite excited, I'll tell you. With this new project and people watching and interacting in the streams and you know, just help from my patrons and from real good people, you know, it makes it all worthwhile, folks, because, you know, it is hard work, all this. And again, you know, sometimes I got to watch my time in streams as well, because I was doing, all through the winter, I was doing far too much, folks. I got into 2 hours and I'd come out of it and I was so knackered. But because I enjoyed it, I kept doing it. But I think that's what led to me being run down. So I've got to be more balanced, folks. As I said to you, that's my biggest issue. I have this, you know, I'm really quite sociable. I mean, there's that other part of me that likes my own space. I like to be on my own, but I'm actually quite a sociable person when I want to be as well, you know. Yeah, just balance. That's all it is, you know. And again, of course, folks, I'm actually building the Haffingar all-in-one mod as well for Solitude to go with this mod pack, and that's not going to be done till about September. And Oh, NATO, for me, I like my frame rate to be going between 55 and 60. And the reason I mean, that I've read online on NVIDIA's channel, the actual company, on other people's opinions about Skyrim, 35 to 40, because you need that, right, for your scripts to fire off. If you're losing too many frames, folks, your scripts aren't going to fire off, and that's so important. That's why get that script mod that queues scripts better as well on the PC. I've actually got loaded. I've got that loaded as part of this mod pack. But for the sake of people, right, that I'm building for, yeah, that's what I understand. If it goes around 35, so this is why, like here. Right, if it fluctuates like that, let me just point out two things, right? If your frames fluctuate between 50 back to 60, that's a minor thing. It's when they hold. It's if they hold it at 42 or something, yeah? If they're fluctuating, that's not so bad. That's still not good. All right, it's still not, okay, Python, right, yo. It's still not good if they're fluctuating heavily, because it shows there's subtle conflicts going on, in my experience. That's why I'm going to patch all this, and then what you're going to see at the end of this process, folks, when I've patched, you're going to see 55 to 60 frames everywhere, and you might have the odd place where there is some fluctuations, where I haven't quite worked out where the odd little crossover or conflict might be, but it's only when frames hold at 30 and they don't change 35 when you're asking for trouble in terms of your scripts, potentially not firing off in order in the right way and everything else. So always make sure you're running a good frame rate. So that's another reason why these mod packs are so good, because I'm going to say something now, and I don't want to offend anyone or hurt anyone's feelings, but I've just been doing a lot of investigating for compatibility with mods like Immersive Citizens and Interesting NPCs and Immersive Patrols, and they're not going to run successfully in this mod pack. For example, I've got Cities of the North. I've got several of those mods. There are some patches for them for the AI overhauls, but not for everywhere. And so that means there's conflicts, because City of the North, I think, does interiors as well as exterior changes, and the AI overhaul, whether it's Immersive Citizens, do you know what I mean? There's no way you're going to run all that, not successfully, without issues. You can swap up what you're using in Folkreath and just use the patches that are available for the AI mod and, for example, Cities of the North, yeah? Thanks, Python. What are you doing? Back to the horsing. Oh, right, okay. Well, come back in whenever you want, mate. It's nice to see you. Oh, and just to let you know, Python, I will be doing more Oblivion streams at the weekend when things settle here, all right, in the next week or so. Okay, and the streams will increase when things settle here, but right now we got it. My boy's really suffering here, and most of my time and most of my days are looking after him, all right? Oh, great stuff. Take care, mate. I can't say I blame you. I'll tell you what, I'd love to do some of that myself. I'd love to sort of experience a ranch and actually go on a trail, you know, with the cattle and ride that. But I'd love to do that. But anyway, it's probably never going to happen. You take care, mate. See you soon. Right, let's get on with it, folks. We're going to other places. Windhelm. Let's go to Windhelm. Let's check out Windhelm, all right? Let's see.
Where do you want to go?
Let's see how things are at Windhelm. David. Hold on, David. I'll read your comment in a sec. Where am I going?
Windhelm.
Remember to take care of yourself.
We'll be off.
Ah, thanks, David. Cheers. Okay. The Setting Sun's EMB preset, folks. I mean, I know I'm going on about it, but the light changes here, and the Setting Sun's EMB preset, I just bloody well love it. I think the small changes I've made is for TPOS 2 is better than TPOS C so far at the moment, except the only exception of the inns. And that's another thing I can do. I can add more lux effects to the inns like I did with TPOS C. So once I get the main exterior patching done, I can make all the interiors much more exciting. What's going on here? Oh, here we go. There it is. Okay, I was going to use JK's Windhelm, but I decided against it for another mod. And I can't remember which mod it was I loaded in. But it is here. Let's just get through to the morning. Let's see if we can get some light. Okay, alright. I've got it. No. Is that the X Monster author or whatever? Upscaled and blah blah blah. I've got his textures loaded in. I'm running 4K textures. If I just stand still. Okay, you should just be hearing me now on that subject. You're about 30 seconds behind. So there you go. I'm running the 4K upscaled textures for Northern Roads. And I've got one set of patches with another set to add. Now, let's check out Windhelm. What did I do? I thought I loaded it. Oh, I must have forgot to load it in. Oh, bollocks. I thought I loaded it in. Alright, we have... This is Northern Roads by the looks of it. And I had a mod I picked up for the drawbridge. I must have forgot to load it in, folks. So that's a bit of a bitch. I'll load it in the next game. We're just going to check Northern Roads and the TPOS content. And then we got another author's mod. Another village mod down this way. So we're going to see if we have any crashes. Because we've also got Winter Sun loaded up as well, alright? Okay. Okay, of course we've got Dover Hawes here as well. And as you see with Dover Hawes here, I do something a bit different. Because I actually make it... I actually make it a home that's complete. So this is Dover Hawes. Obviously in TPOS it's a farmhouse. But here I put these steps in. And which actually needs a raising there. Or lowering. And I made... Yeah. Okay, mate. Alright. Alright, nut. Look at this. We've got a lot going on here, folks. Because I've got... Winter Sun. Now there's going to be a patch needed, I think. Oh, this is interesting. So I've got this guy's mod loaded up. Now, what about Winter Sun? I think Winter Sun is covered up. The shrine's covered up. Because I'm running Winter Sun. So, definitely. Okay, so this is not compatible with Winter Sun. I think. Or is it? Oh, yes. Yes, it is. It is compatible with Winter Sun. So, this settlement, White River Keep, is compatible with Winter Sun and everything else we've seen here. Well, that's pretty spiffing. And the frames look pretty good as well, folks. Look at this. All right. All right. Okay, man. And with my statues. Yeehaw. What an area, folks. What an area. Yeah. NATO, it is good. Woohoo. Look at this. Look at these steps. Ooh, yeah. Nice textures on these steps. Just one question I have right now, right, folks? Why is there blood next to a dummy? Does the dummy bleed? Sorry. Oh, look at this. Nice little bridge. Oh, that's what my Dark Water Crossing mod does. Oh, I really like that. Oh, does it reopen? Oh, look. I'm going to say it, folks. I see... I swear that, you know, JK, I think, does it. And like I say, a lot of authors do take their work from a lot of other authors as well. You see the different influences. And that's okay. What's it they say about mimicking or being the highest form of flattery, stuff like that? You know, I see it with Ryan's work. Ryan's work's got a hell of a lot of influences from JK's and other mod authors, you know. So... that's a TPOS 2 lighthouse, and that's obviously... Actually, let's check the water. No, there's no landscape issues going on there. So that whole area is really nice, you know. And one thing I really liked years ago, folks, right? This is why I always give mod authors credit and one thing another. Years ago, when I first, this is years and years ago, I mean, before I removed my mods in 2016, someone made a landscape mod that was based on my work, and they actually credited me. They just said, oh, based on the idea was based on Nesbit's work. And they did a lot of extra of unique touches of their own and one thing and another, but he just actually credited my work and the influence I had on him. And I just thought that was really nice. And you get some other people do that. But, and this is why I don't like this. I'm going to tell you something about mod authors I don't like, right? I think most mod authors are up their own fucking ass. I think they're too quick to take other people's ideas or feed off other people's ideas, and they're not quick enough to give them credit. And also, they're so obsessed with their own work. A lot of the times, they're not able to work with other mod authors either. The Immersive Citizens author was like that. I had major conflict with him years ago. Let me give you an example of what pisses me off. I had edited all of Windhelm in TPOS, right, exterior, and he said, he said to other people, right, if you want to use TPOS, get the author to remove all his work. Yeah, didn't say anything about patching. He had such a belligerent attitude about him. He was a right twat. And I'm not going to mince my words there. He was a twat. An absolute twat. I've met a lot of nice mod authors, and as users, you're going to know you're going to have some mod authors that are really belligerent and indifferent, and some that help you and be nice. You know, it's like users. There's a lot of ignorant users. There's a lot of good, nice users out there. But a lot of mod authors got some strange shit about their work. They're fucking mods at the end of the day, you know. Yeah, you protect and defend you. Oh, what the fuck? A stone in the middle of the road. Oh, all right, okay. I'm not opposed to that. I quite like that. That's different. I get it. Time passing, you know. So yeah, some mod authors, just are unbelievable, you know. And I understand why sometimes users talk about them in the way they do. Hold on a minute. What's going on? Oh, I've just got to check something. I thought I loaded up Soldier of War's Colinswrath. Oh, bollocks, man. I must have forgotten to do that as well. With the Windhelm area. Okay, so next stream we'll have Soldier of War's Colinswrath, alright? And I'll have Winterhold sorted out. I forgot about that. But I do like the textures of the road that we see here, folks. It does look nice. The saturation looks good. And so yeah, and then when you do contact some authors and they say, oh, I'd like, can I patch? They're all right. Other authors aren't. That's fair enough. That's their choice. But then you get authors that just fuck you around, and that they put down so many conditions. It's just impossible to do anything to work within their conditions. So I really respect mod authors, that are relatively easygoing. And all right, that's connected to the floor. I see. So yeah, you get them. But yeah, okay, let's move on. I was meant to load up. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, folks, because we can do this. I am going to go to the inn, and I am going to load up. Oh, no, he changes the inn. Hold on, folks. Let me just think what I'm doing here. I'm going to go to Windhelm. I'm going to come out of game, and I'm going to load up the Colinswrath mod that I wanted to load up. No, I'll have to start a new game. No, I'll do it. I'll do that another time. I'll use my brain. We can wait. We can wait until the next stream. We've still got plenty to check, all right? So I suggest then that we... what should I do now? What did I do for the city? I don't think I did anything for the city. So I take it this is Northern Roads. This must be Northern Roads. Let's just check this bridge. Let's head towards... look at this. That's quite nice. I like that. But again, you see, what you'll find is, again, some people, and again, if you ever become a mod author, oh, this is beautiful round here. Look at this. Look at the colour as well. What time of day is it? This looks fucking lovely. Okay. Now, this is nice from Northern Roads. Let's just check round here, folks. This is lovely and nothing out of place. And what you'll find is, folks, you know, a lot of authors, like I say, have got unbalanced egos. That's the way I look at it, you know. They think their mod... They don't necessarily have to have a lot of downloads. You know, or they can be a very well-known mod author. I think of one in particular, but I won't bring him up. I'm not going to go too much down the negative road. And they think they're all that. And they'll I've seen them, you know, talk to people, users now I'm talking about, in some horrendous ways on forums, you know, because the user doesn't have knowledge, the way they treat the user, you know, and the user tolerates it because they're a fan, a fanatic. I think, fuck me, what the fuck are you putting up with that shit for? I tell them to go fuck himself. Sorry, but you know, and they pull up with it. Oh, your work's so great, man. And I'm having this problem. Well, you know, I mean, sometimes I'll block people, or I'll tell them, you know, but you know, I've told people to piss off in a nice way. But some of the things I've seen authors say. This is a nice bridge coming up, but there's no path in here. There's a conflict. Look.
I'm on my way to solve.
Let's see what he does.
The United Empire is better for everyone.
So yeah, don't take it, is what I'm saying. You know, from you know, mod authors shouldn't have to take it, and you know, users shouldn't have to take some of the shit I see go on in this community. But if you do, that's bigger for you, as well. I say, you know, don't take it from anyone, folks. You know, mutual respect, and when someone, you know, goes beyond that, then just move on. That's why I say I'd rather have 10 good users than thousands of users using my stuff. You know. Exactly. But you see, the problem is, I think, Dave, and then I'll leave this subject, I promise you, because the game looks so nice. I just want to enjoy the game. But it is an important issue, all right? Because I bring it up now and again because it is an important issue, right? Yeah, people just get up their own ass. But then I generally look at people like that. They have no internal value. Because if they had any internal value, they wouldn't behave like that in the first place. It's because they lack something inside, you know. I've learned that from my work long ago. Stable people, you know, don't need to puff up their egos. You know, it's as simple as that. Just be not, you know, unless someone's being a tit or is threatening you. You know, you just try to, you know, live and let live. You know, and I know most people are like that, you know. But again, of course, because I've had quite a hard journey with the modern, and so does a lot of other authors. Look at that. I take it that's a landscape change. So Matthew's trees, a few edits with trees I've seen as well, folks, while I'm doing all this. So yeah, I just bring it up now and again because I see a lot of people get hurt or feel hard done by, or and I would say just don't ever let anything like that bother you. You know, it's like fuck it, you know, move on, ta. Okay, let's try. We saw Winterhold the other day, all right? So let me think. Let's check out, because I'm not going to load up Arthmore's cutting room floor because it's too complicated with a lot of other mods. I did think about using it, but again, this is a lovely touch. You know, I would say actually, JP Steele, Lux, I do like a lot as mod authors. You look at the patches the Lux author puts out in his work. Now, whether what people think about me, I really don't give a shit. I don't think he's, you know, he isn't a belligerent mod author. He's a real good mod author. That's why I was prepared to do all that work. His work's good. I like his stuff. And what I see, he seems a decent enough fellow, you know, or girl, or whatever. I don't know if it was male or female, but JP Steele's work's really good. From what I can see, he seems a good author. Doesn't seem an arrogant author, so I like that. I look at Ryan's right up. Ryan seems a humble sort of person. I like that. That's why I'm using his stuff. And you will find that a lot of my choices of mods that I use come down to one, the quality of the mod first and foremost. But again, or sometimes, well, more often than not, also what I think of the mod authors as well. I'm a bit like that. I can be a funny git. You know, I won't necessarily, not solely and absolutely, but because what I do like to try to do, folks, as well, is give mod authors that haven't had, I've been, you know, a shot as well. Maybe even sometimes if I'm not that keen on them. I mean, there's a couple of mods I was looking at, and they don't get much attention. I think they're really good mods. But I'll bring those up maybe down the line pretty soon, okay? So down the line, I'll try to add in some mods that, you know, people don't know so well, but I think are really good. I think, you know, people gave my work a chance. People have helped me, so I'll help other people if I can. Okay, so Northern Road so far. Now, where should we go to next? Let's go to Dawnstar. We're going to go to Dawnstar because we can go down this road here. And then we've got to, we've got to go to Morthal. We've got to go to Folkreath. We need to go to, where else? Where haven't we been? Iverstead. We've been to Rorikstead. Dragon Bridge and, what doing? Dragon Bridge and Solitude will be loaded up with the all-in-one Hafingar mod, okay? So let's just keep checking Northern Roads out. But I'll tell you what, folks. Oh, Axis work. Yeah, some of his mods we could add in as well. That's actually one of the people I was looking at, NATO. Really, Access, I helped Access out down the line with his nav mesh early on. When I talk about... hold on a minute. I'm just thinking about how much I should say here. Access, no problem with Access. Let me just say, Access, the person, the author, I've got no issues with. Never had any issues with him. Helped him out with this work. Oh my god, these are my wolves. I just suddenly realised what I'm battling here. These are TPOS wolves, folks. They're really hardcore. They're about level 40. This is so, for the start of the game, you get a bit of a challenge. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, now and again, as you know, there are many roads to Sovngarde with TPOS 2 and TPOS C. There's also a trigger down this road for some bandits, which is also TPOS as well. I haven't enabled Sunhelm at the moment, folks, alright? Because I don't want to be running around testing Northern Roads, having to eat and heal all the time. So it's a practicality there, alright? Of that. We won't worry about Sunhelm today. Yeah, look at that. Look at that screen. That's lovely. God, the coloration and A and B. Oh, no. No, look after yourself. You're about to pass out, eh? I guess it's what? Late where you are. I guess it's America or Canada or something like that. Alright, no. Thanks for joining me. I'll try to do earlier streams, alright? I know Jack comes in about 11:45 GMT, but I do go on for quite a while after that. I will try to drop back to about 11:30, 11:15 if that helps, mate. All right, GMT time. Oh, fuck me, man. Hey, Nut, thanks for joining me, mate, and sharing. Thanks for sharing your time with me, all right? You have a good rest, mate. I really appreciate AM. Yeah. I'm with you, mate. I get you. Thanks for sharing your time with me, Nut. You take care, all right? Really appreciate it. Have a good sleep, man. Okay, look at this suns again. E and B preset setting suns, folks. I know I keep bringing this up in this stream, but I've made some changes to it. Here's my TPOS spawn. These aren't so tough as those wolves if you hit it. All right. Oh, let's deal with this magic. But again, I am cheating with my stats. So, oh shit! So it's a bit easier for me, folks. Look, it looks good as well. Oof. Come on! Kill her! Oh, for God's sake. Nice magic, nice particles is what I'm trying to say, folks. Yes! Do her! Do her! Yes! Jesus, man, that was great. Woohoo! Sorry, I got... that was fantastic. Woohoo! But that's not what I want. I love that. God, I love the axe. What's going on here? Now. I am a...
You'll be so much easier to rob
Oh yeah, alright, let's move on. Let's get to Whiterun. I'm sorry, Dawnstar. And hopefully I've loaded up a Dawnstar mod and I didn't forget that one. So it's just a window helm area I've got to add some mods to, which will be in the next stream, folks, alright? So let's just run through this bandit camp. I don't really want to fight these bandits. I just want to get on to Dawnstar now, so we'll zoom on by. And it's getting dark as well, folks, so let's just see if I can use my stamina to run on by.
This is a surprise.
Okay. Ah, brilliant. Yeah, I'm up early in the mornings, generally with family, Dave. I'm glad it's early for you. Oh, because you go to work. Do you go off to work? Oh, that was, I think that was Michael, actually. Sorry. I'm thinking of someone else who used to join the streams. Because Michael used to go off. I haven't seen Michael for a while. Look at this. What's going on here? Let's just... Oh, there's another model up, folks. Another one of... I can't remember the author's name. Can't pronounce it. But it's another one of his. Just look at my streams. You'll see them at the beginning. Brilliant. Okay. It looks all right with northern roads, except for a few touch-ups that will need to be done. What was I saying? Yeah, Michael used to go to work maybe about 9ish, I think. So yeah, he'd be to about... He'd leave about 2 o'clock, mate. So I guess that's about 9ish, ready for work, I guess. Look at this. Let me slow down. I'm going way too fast. We are getting to the night, though, so I just want to get to it and have a sleep. I'll just slow down, though, so you can see it. And I'll have a drink while I do that. But again, we can... Northern Roads, folks, is working all right. Because I put it below TPOS 2, it isn't too bad. We do have some key areas of dysfunction in terms of performance with nav mesh and maybe some other changes. But oh shit, I've got me drink in my hand and I've got these wolves. Lovely. But otherwise, it ain't too bad at all. Oh, that little reverse. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, all right. So in a way, because you do get stuff all over the roads, it's not so bad with my what am I thinking? Was it Skyrim border hodes not included, you know? But I would like to have seen it. Had those as well, but this looks really nice. Look, what we got going on here. So we got more of this oriental, or no, northern trellis, I guess it is, isn't it? Like frame. We'll have a sleep in the inn, folks. And now we've got I think it's Soldier of Wars. You know, I think it's Soldier of Wars mod. Quite sure it was Soldier of Wars. So let's see how this pans out. And his work did need a clean... Oh, that's what I was going to show you. If you're on PC, folks, let me just point this out, all right? Let me just... here we go. I had it ready for you. When I loaded up Soldier of Wars mods, a couple of them... Was it this? What's this one? This is Nordic Ruins. Which, oh, let me bring it over. Sorry. It's in the wrong screen. This is Nordic Ruins. Clean it with Xedit if you know how. It had a lot of dirty edits, and these are important that they're removed. So then you've got none. Okay, there was no errors. Okay, because these can cause CDTs, especially if they're nav meshed, undeleted nav mesh. But you don't want any dirty edits in your files. So I cleaned that up. So just be aware, if you download, you need to clean up the file. And the same if you use the horses mod by Kitty Horses. And there was another one of Soldier of Wars, which I forgot to take a picture of. I'll do that again. And I will talk about the technical sides of the mod pack as well. Okay, we'll go back in game now. As we go along. That needed cleaning up. So let's just... What am I doing? And where am I? I've just lost where am I? Okay, let's go to the inn. Wimpink Inn. We're going to sleep and then we'll explore Dawnstar.
It has to be. I've got to get out of this town. Irgnir,
Okay.
get a hold of yourself. They're just
It should
dreams.
brighten up as we get into the
Please
day.
tell her, Erandor.
Oh,
Listen to your friend, Fruit.
Need a
They are
room?
just dreams.
I'd like
Don't
to rent a
worry.
room.
I
Nightmares
assure
don't
you
seem
that
to...
it's quite
Sure thing.
normal.
It's yours for a day.
It's the same dream
Good
over
day.
and over.
okay. So, no, don't
You
want
think
to do
that's
that yet.
normal? It's evil, I tell you.
Got something to say?
She has a
Okay.
point. You keep telling us no harm will
So
come.
let's just check out so the Soldier of War mod. Let's get some more light. Okay, we're not going nice sun. Oof. Oof. All right, let's have a look.
You've come to Dawnstar at a strange time, friend. Seems everyone in the
What
town
texture?
is having
Does he
nightmares.
add his own textures here? Because these don't seem too good to me. All right, I might automatically. My instinct tells me I don't like Soldier of War's Dawn Star at all. There's better looking mods out there than this, you know, in terms of feeling. I just don't like this at all. Oh, we've got a clash. All right, okay, all right. There's something else up. We've got Tamriel wares loaded in. All right, folks, we're going to bypass Dawn Star, and I'm going to check on that as well because I don't like that at all. That doesn't really inspire me. Yeah, we're going to remove this. I don't like this at all, to be honest with you. Okay, all right. So, okay, so Soldier of War's Dawn Star is going to be deleted, and I'll try something else. Piss off. Let's just check out Morthal. What time is it? 1:32. Okay. Pretty good. Couple other areas I want to check out. I was saying about access. Access, wasn't I? Yeah, we'll check some of his work out. Again, I don't know why we're suddenly dropping big here. I just guess it must be the overall issues that are, you know, that we've got in the mod pack, and the patch will sort all this out. So let's just run the road then, because obviously we're using Morthal Ages, so you know I know what's going on here. Let me think. Oh, hold on. This is wow. Okay. All right. So Northern Road sort of imposes and breaks into the. All right. So that's why. Let's see what we've got along the road. Oh, look at this. What's going on? Oh, I like that. And that's a nice little touch. I like that. That's sort of believable. I like that immersive little touch. Bad frames here, though. Real big pull as well, folks. Coming up to this bridge and over that little bit there. Again, lots of work to do for this. Okay. Ah, all right. So, again, another nice mod in here, kicking in. This is, again, the same author is the Amber Guard. What's that? Okay, landscape issue there, which will be altered in the patch. Who does the Amber Guard mod near Carth Weston, and the Oakwood mod that we're running. Okay, so. Again, I like these little water patches on the road, makes perfect sense. Again, big frames drop here. All this is going to have to be checked out. Okay. So really, folks, Northern Roads, you know, I'm going to have to go piece by piece, but as long as they're in fact, to be honest, I reckon a week's work and I'll be pretty much done. If, you know, the things I think are happening, you know, because I think I can deal with a lot of this quite easily, without too much pain at all. So, there you go, Winter Sun and Northern Roads. So, this is a nice, unique looking bridge. I like this. That's a nice touch. A TPOS Civil War spawn, folks, right? And again, of course, we've got more patches to load in as well of that other author that made patches for Northern Road, so I've got to do that as well. So there's still plenty to do. Okay, so that's pretty good. Solitude has nothing on the roads, but I guess I might as well check the roads. What I'm saying is I've got no mods for Dragon Bridge or Solitude because I'm going to be using the Hafengar all-in-one when I finish the build, right, folks? So, but we will just check the road textures. They look good. Look at that, and also there's look at that. That looks really good. Okay. Oh. Ah. Okay. Interesting. All right. Oh, I tell you what, that's a shame. That. Yof, hi Yof, how are you? Very nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. So Yof, we're doing the Northern Roads thing. So far so good. I've got it after TPOS 2. It's going to take some patching. And again, if you do like the stream, folks... Oh, sorry, I won't run so hard. Just let you see it. If you do like the stream, folks, hit that like button, share the stream. I mean, you know, there's a lot more streams to come and a lot more fun. Oh, man, so am I, mate. Dave, I tell you what, I can't wait to get TPOS 3 done. But unfortunately, that's going to be a few years yet, mate. TPOS C question version will come out first. I like the statues there. Okay, so big up JP. I've always, you know, JP's always been a good mod author. I like most of his stuff. There's a couple of things I don't like. I think some of his models, is it JP that does the models for the farmhouses? I think they're a little too big, you know, some of the framework. So it's not really my thing, but I like, you know, I admire his skill and everything, but I don't particularly like some of the frameworks. Some of the frameworks for some of these meshes and that change up the farmhouses, they're a bit too big. The trees aren't, you know, the actual tree branches aren't as wide as you know, the frames that are being used. So they're a bit, what I'm saying is, some of the models I see in some of the author's work, you know, they don't feel immersive because they're too big in relation to the trees, you know, the beams and everything. If they just downsize those models a little bit, it'd be absolutely perfect. But that's just a small gripe. The models themselves are very nice. Thanks for the likes, folks. I appreciate it. Okay, so Solitude will have the TPOS 2 Hafengar all-in-one loaded in for the mod pack, and that'll be done about September time, folks. I will, once I've done the nav mesh and all the buildings done, I'm going to add it to the stream. So you'll be able to see it early, okay? But I've got to get all the nav mesh right first and finish the build. So I reckon that'll be end of August, all right? Look at this. I just love the TPOS 2 setting. Sorry, the Setting Suns preset and the coloration I'm getting on the rocks and everything. Just really nice. Okay, so let's go up to the carriage guy now. Now we need to go to. Let's check out what's important now. Ah, Yoef, I'm good. Ah, thanks, Yoef. You take care, mate. I will try to do some streams at different times, folks. All right, because I know you're all coming from different time zones, so I'll try to do some streams at different times. Take care, Yoef. You have a great day. Really nice to see you again, mate.
I'd like to hire you.
And again, people, everyone, you know, if you can support TPOS in your way, I'd appreciate it. Share the streams, hit that like, hit the bell. You know, that'd be great if you can donate. You've got a few spare quid that's put in as well because I work full time on this. If not, don't worry. Just give me your support here or anywhere else, you know, or hit a like button. You can all do your own thing in your own way. I'd appreciate it. Okay, let's concentrate. Let's go to Rifting and check out. No, we did that yesterday, didn't we? Where haven't we been? Oh, let's check. Yeah, let's check Markarth and Rifting with Northern. Yeah, we're still gonna have to do it all, aren't we? Let's do Markarth, folks. Let's go to Markarth, all right?
We'll
Nice to see you up there. I know you all have your own lives out there. You're busy, so like I say, time is a precious thing, and I appreciate it when you share it, folks. I mean that. You know, it's just as valuable as money. You know. So, well, time is money, as the old saying goes, you know, so. Okay, let's just roll through to the morning then. We might get a nice, and let's see what Northern Road, we're going to have some conflicts here, folks, without a doubt, because we've got my bridges and everything, and my border holds. This is going to be interesting. Let's see what, because I've got the Way of the Dwemer loaded up, all right? So we're going to see some, oh, look at this. We're going to see a nice sunrise to start with. Let's just... I think. Oh, here we go. All right, let's just go through another hour. So we got some light. Come on, give me some light on the ground. There we go. All right, okay. Okay, so mark off the Way of the Dwemer. Let's see what we get. All right, so there's... Okay, so... He's added a bridge in here, so like Riverwood Grove, there will have to be edits here. Look, and there's something going on with this texture bridge. So yeah, now Northern Roads is loaded after TPOS-C. Sorry, TPOS-2. So TPOS-2 has a Dwemer bridge, as you can see there. So we'll get rid of the Northern Roads bridge because it's not going to fit in to the TPOS 2AE theme. Now we got my border hold here, and he does stuff here as well. So that will have to go as well with Northern Roads. So this is where it starts to get a little bit more complicated. Hopefully not too much. And there's Dover Halls over there, folks, and Followers Rest. We just let the textures kick in there, in the LODs. All right. Okay. All right, so there's going to be work there. Let's go and check out the Amber Guard area. All right. Oh, have I got my sword? No, let's go get my sword, my cheat sword. It Dover Halls, and a follower. Let's pick up a follower. Christ, I haven't got a follower. Let's do that. This is really nice lighting, folks, the environment. I really like the aesthetics at the moment. It's rich. Rich, fantasy, vibrant. Not too over, it's not oversaturated. It's a nice balance. Seems good to me. And let's have a look at this interior. I have loaded up Lux, folks, but some TPOS cells haven't been adjusted for Lux yet. And I've also got luminosity loaded in, which doesn't conflict and shouldn't be an issue. So we're getting some nice effects with the interiors so far. Now I haven't got lux affecting Dover Halls yet, so this is just the E&B preset setting suns and luminosity. I'm going to pick up a follower, pick up my sword, my cheat sword. Actually, I'll keep my basic weapon, I think. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep my axe. I'm going to keep using it. I'll only use that in an emergency. Okay. Let's move on. If you don't know Dover Halls, it's a basic vanilla crafting collector's home, folks. There's nothing fancy about it. It isn't overdone. It's just a practical home for you to sleep, rest, craft, eat, store. We'll just pray at the shrine here for winter sun. Let's go. Okay. All right. We'll pick up a follower at Follower's Rest. Let's take up my guy. I'll let this go.
Divine smile on you, friend.
There's 5 followers at Follower's Rest, folks. This guy will die, respawn, and will... Actually, does he? I'm not sure if he does respawn. But he will advance with you in levels.
Follow me.
Naturally, all right?
Lead the way.
And there's others that are more high-powered and are essential. So, they're all over there, all right? So you can choose for yourself. I'll tell you what, the textures are bloody spiffing around here. The quality is wonderful. So, where are we going? We are going to Carth Weston, because along the way we're going to check the road there, all right? And you're only about 30 seconds behind me in the stream, folks, just so you know. Time of day, okay, good for time. And again, you're going to see the extensive exterior of Way of the Dwemer, because it goes into the city. The hosts, yeah, look at this, look. I don't like these at all. I will be I'm going to be honest, folks. I'm going to be removing those. I do not like those textures, and I do not like those models. I'm not sure. I'll probably leave those, but I might remove some of them. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just a case of getting used to them. I'll give it some time. I'll think about that. Now, TPOS runs all down along that area, so we'll have to check down towards Old Herodin in time. But you can see the TPOS area for Markarth is extensive. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on there, mate. Oh, God, yeah, we're definitely going to have to... Look. And again, another bridge issue. So, there will be some patching. And I'm going to have to remove these. I don't think I really like those, folks. So, that's the only thing I don't like so far of JP Steele's Northern... Oh, shit. Oh, shit, I forgot about these guys. So we've got a conflict. So we've got a conflict with the TPOS bridge. So I'll remove the bridge for Northern Roads there. And I might remove some of those other granite type structures. Some of them look alright. Some of them look a bit too much for me. But that's the only thing I've disliked so far. So that's not bad really, is it? Lovely. Oh, please, head. Take his head. Yes. Oh, lovely. I love it when it does that. God, I love that. Okay. And again, like I said, there's going to be a lot of patching needed to improve these frames and bring this mod pack together. But yeah, I don't like those bridges. I don't like that stonework at all. So I will be removing the Markarth area bridges of Northern Roads and keeping the TPOS bridges. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, there's something not right there, is there? It might be something to do with the E&B or whatever. So yeah, these are going to be going, I think. All right. Because again, I've got my own bridge here and stable outposts, so I might have to, oh, I don't know, this is going to be a conundrum now, isn't it? I might need to leave this one and check out what's going on with the textures, because don't forget I've got northern roads below TPOS, so it is overwriting some of my stuff. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of work to get this to get it up to scratch, folks, but it shouldn't be too bad. It's not going to be as complicated as Lux, I don't think. Lux Fire and all the rest of it. There's a landscape issue there with the raised rock. I just saw that. I don't know if you picked up on it, just as I walked by. So let's see what we see down here then. But it is good to see the NPCs pathing that spawn in the vanilla game. The Thalmord and everything else. Let's speed up. I just wish I could stream in a higher quality for you. But I will do a normal stream because I can record in better quality on the desktop. And then I'll put that out. Right, let's see what... Oh, better save. I haven't done that for a while. Never know. We got the Great Cities Carthwesting mod loaded in. Let's just show you that. Yeah, there's going to have to be some patching for northern roads, and from what I can see, I've got a funny feeling the Great City, unless there's already patches for it. So, you know, I still got work to do. Well, but we'll see. There might be some patches for this already. I'm just not aware of. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to the Amber Guard, because next to Amber Guard we got Dover, Drago House, a TPOS mod. At least my followers following, so that's good. Hello, Peeler. Really nice to see you. I hope you're well. You keep those streams clean, Peeler, by the way. Make sure you keep those bras on at least, eh? And those buxom wenches of yours, because my Discord is a respectable channel. It made me laugh what you said about your thumb image. You know. But there you go. Okay, so I'm just going to come down here. Actually, to be honest with you, this Amber Hold looks okay. There is a couple of performance issues. I think there's a little bit of nav mesh work. But what we've got is TPOS content down here. Alright. Let's just... She is, yes. Your wench is a little bit heavy there. But you see, I like my PBOS immersive, what I think is very... Now, there's a real heavy... Oh, folks, there's a mad TPOS spawn coming up here. It's really tough, if you don't know. So I'm going to cheat. Here we go. Where are they? Oh! Oh! Oh, look! And there's an animal thing here. Lovely! That was good. We didn't get no conflict with... Because I loaded up the Goblins mods. This might... And some of Fourth Unknown's mod as well. So that might be that. I'm not sure. Yes. Lovely. Some battle. Great stuff. But these bandits are really tough. It's the reason I'm using my cheat sword, folks. They'll kick your ass. Okay? Unless you've got some good followers and you're a skilled fighter. Yes. And that's why, because I didn't want to get into an extended long fight, I use my cheat sword on those. I'm just going to go back now to my steel battle axe. Every now and again I'll do that, folks. So what you got here is the TPOS 2 mod with the Drago House, okay? And then you've got, I think this bit here, I'm not sure. Is this part of Amber Hodes, folks? I'm not sure. If you know which mod author does this, let me know. But the performance around here doesn't seem too bad. There is going to be some nav mesh conflicts. Let's watch my follower. Where is he? Who's that over there? Oh, that's a bandit. We've got another bandit to deal with. Oh, shit. Let's just deal with this bandit. Because if my follower doesn't follow, it tells me there's nav mesh here. Nav mesh issues. Now, if I just hit her... You just see she's pretty tough. Okay, Okay, so that's why I use my cheat sword on look at her. She's really going for it. Jesus, man. Rah! Rah, 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 rah. Come on. Come back here. I want your head. Oh, that's a bit silly. Here we go. Ah, have it. Have it. Lovely. Okay, so there's something else. What's that? That's a slaughterfish, right? Now, where's my follower? Did he get killed? He might have got killed. That's maybe why he isn't following. No, there he is. Okay, all right. So there's something else here. That's the slaughterfish. Let's see what he does. He's acting, but look at his behaviour. There's a conflict here in the nav mesh. 100%. So, as I said, there's work that's needed to do around this area, folks, with all these different mods, and that will be in the all-in-one patch that will resolve all these issues. When it's done and when the mod pack comes out. So we're now going to go down right to the TPOS settlement, which is just over this waterfall. Oh, my chat box has moved. Bear with me, folks. Okay, just got that sorted out. Okay, so let's just save. And so far, what's really impressive, there's been no crashes, folks. Touch wood. So, you know, this stream's turning out to be working. We've been pretty lucky because Northern Roads is a massive mod. And with Lux, I got crashes without no patches. So maybe we're doing a little bit better here. These textures look lovely. Oh, mud crab. The waterfall looks nice. Everything looks so nice. The coloration. I mean, I know you're not going to quite get the video quality or the game quality that I'm seeing, folks. But believe me, from my eyes, I think this looks really good. I think this is going to be a great mod pack. I'm really excited about it, to be honest with you. And again, because it does excite me, I don't mind doing that work for Northern Roads. So hopefully it won't be too complicated. And I'll be able to sort out all the issues, without too much hassle. Oh, look. Wow, man. Yeah, well done, boys and girls. Wow, that was cool. That looked really good. That was good to have them in the settlement. That's brilliant, man. Woohoo! And no crash, because don't forget, that's an independent spawn from the People of Skyrim, alright? The People of Skyrim 2 mods. So, there he is. He's catching up with me here, look, where the nav mesh is good. Brilliant. Okay. So, that was really good, folks, because don't forget, all these spawns that the Fourth Unknown puts into the game, whether it's his imps or his goblins, because I've uploaded the goblin mod to try that as well, right? They're all going to... they could potentially clash with my work or other people's work. So far, so good. Who's that over there? Pathing issue. Did you see that NPC over there? Something going on there. Now, when the Hafingar all-in-one mod is loaded up, folks, it will complete Dragon Bridge, the Solitude area, and the mod pack. So we've done all this now. So now we're going to go COC. Iverstead. Let's check out Ivor with Northern Roads. Ivor... Said exterior 01. So we'll check out Iverstead and around that area. There could be a texture conflict with Northern Roads and that granite. I'm not sure. I'll have to investigate it, folks. Look at this. Excellent. Excellent. Time of day. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Good frames so far. Not too bad. This area will need patching for. There's a guarantee that Northern Road's now loaded. Oh, what's going on here? All right. Okay. Oh, look at this. This is quaint. This is nice. I like this. I don't know. Is that Northern? Yeah, that must be Northern Roads. I think this is Northern Roads. It's got to be, surely. Is it going to... What's it clashing with? Because there's a bridge by... Let's have a look. What's going on here? Okay, so we're going to need some work here, I think. Where's... Not quite sure what... Look, this is nice. Like that. Alright, there's definitely a pathing issue because the guards aren't moving. But look at the... I just love this, folks. I'll tell you what, that's nice. That's a lovely touch. There is a movement issue on those stairs. That needs sorting out. There's something going on there. So, there's my follower. So, you definitely can't come across the bridge, look. The nav mesh is fucked up here. With Northern Roads. There must... I expect someone might have done a patch. I'll have to check it out. And the Great City. Okay. Let's just check the interiors with Lux. Make sure...
Welcome to the Villamere Inn.
Okay, that's good.
Anything I can get you.
All
Just
right.
let me know.
Okay. Right, so that's not a problem. All right, let's run some of the roads then, and then we'll go to Riften, folks. We'll check out Riften. Okay. Yeah, NATO. Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do, NATO. But you know, oh that bear. Oh, I'm just gonna kill that bear. I'll go back to my steel battle axe. Now, what time of day is it? Just thinking about the time. Okay, let's just watch this road. A bit heavy, very heavy around here, folks. So basically, the whole of Skyrim is going to have to be checked out. And I'm going to have to do some moving around of mods in load orders and then some patching. But it hasn't been too bad, considering there's no patches. You know, there's the odd patches that people have made for Northern Roads. But there isn't an all-in-one patch been developed at any level yet, folks, for, you know, to run all this together. And the fact we haven't crashed and are streaming, it is pretty good. You know, I was expecting a crash at least, you know, if not more. Landscape issues and all that, you know. But I guess my load order choice of placement has been pretty sound, I guess. We want to go. I want to keep going. We're going there. No, we're going the wrong way. We're going to Riften. All right, the Riften area, folks. JK's outskirts and all the rest of it. Let's check that out with Northern Roads, because I did run a patch compendium. So if there was one, it would have been loaded up. Okay. All right. Now, this is where we had the goblins and that before. I think there's loads of wolves about. God, it's hammer time. It's hammer time. There's a lot of pull. There's definitely performances around here. Okay. Now, Riften. Okay. Good. Yeah, there's a lot of pull around there. That needs some work. Let's save. We're going to have more TPOS bandit spawns in a minute. And bandit outposts, which is still part of this file. It's part of the TPOS. Sorry, I said TPOS. I'm talking about TPOS 2 mod in this stream. If I say TPOS 2C now and again, it's because I'm getting confused. But TPOS-C and TPOS 2 do share some similar content, right? And we've got along here, I thought we had some there it is, the Shrine of Winter Sun. That looks okay. Doesn't seem to be bothered by Northern Roads. There's my bandit spawn, just kicked in. Let's deal with it.
Go ahead. Try and fight.
Where is he? Any more? My follower's not keeping up, but then that's no surprise. You know, we know there's issues with the pathing and with conflict with Northern Roads. So, okay, folks. I think at this stage it's now 2:04. Oh, that's nice. I'm a bit late with my screenshot. Damn it. Never mind. I think what I'll do is I'm going to take out these bandits. And then save, folks. It's 2 o'clock. I need to eat. I've been in for 2 hours. I'd love to go on. I really would. Yeah, but I'm going to need something to eat. Yeah, I think. Oh. I love this sword. It makes my life so much easier. So this is a TPOS 2 bandit camp. And look, I'm glad I did. Look at this. So this is Northern Roads and TPOS 2 a crossover. So we got this, look. But so far there hasn't been many crossovers. What's going on? Oh, this is another spawn here.
Why? Why?
What's going on? There's my follower. My follower's finally called up. Alright, let's get into some light. And what I'm going to do is, folks, I'm just going to save and give my thanks, appreciation for you sharing your time with me today. And I'm going to finish up on this stream. Wow, okay, it's been very good. I think that's pretty positive, folks, you know. For Northern Roads and TPOSC and all these other mods to work fairly, you know, the way they have no crashes in stream as well. I think that's pretty damn good. So I'm going to say my goodbyes then, and to NATO and to Pila, Yoef, David, Nut, Jack, who else am I missing? Python. So nice to see Python again. And I think that's everyone that's actually spoken in the chat. But who, you know, to anyone that's joined the stream that supports my work, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Again, if you want to support my work with thumbs up, sharing the streams, whether it's a thumbs up for my mods or Patreon donations or any other kind of donation, I'd appreciate it. As I said, I do this full time. And I will be back maybe Friday, I think, next, folks. Thursday, I'm not going to be back. My son's going to be home, so it'll be Friday next. So if I don't see you before, I'll see you then. Thanks, Peter. Oh, and, oh, God, Gear. Is that Gear who's just said bye? Hello, Gear. If I remember rightly, you told me to call you Gear. Is that correct? Thanks for joining me, Gear. All right, then. Right. I will see you all Friday, possibly. And maybe then at the weekend as well. So, I'm Nesbit. You're the people of Skyrim. Good gaming, folks. Take care. Whew.